Alright, the Beatles song Hey Jude represents a definite milestone in the band's later career, and it's a legendary song with a legendary backstory. And part of that backstory involves the idea that the song is actually about Paul McCartney's feelings toward John Lennon as John Lennon was drifting farther and farther away from the Beatles. Another part of that backstory, of course, is Paul McCartney's idea that he wrote the song for Julian Lennon, who was John Lennon's son, from a marriage that had already broken up at the time. And the song was meant to help Julian cope with that very difficult experience. Now, with such a huge, legendary song aimed at you personally, you have to try to imagine how Julian Lennon might feel about the song itself. And I've got an interview with him here where he talks about his feelings. And we're going to listen to it, and then I'm going to ask you what you think. So let's listen to Julian Lennon talking right now about Hey Jude.
You know, I have a love-hate with it, I have to say.
Really?
Well,
what do you hate about it?
Okay, listen, I've probably heard that song and heard renditions of that song more than most people alive.
Well.
You know, and even my dear friends send me, babies in nappies playing guitars singing Hey Jude, which I really don't need.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah. Okay, I get it.
I'm thankful. Listen, I'm thankful for the song without question, but it's also
You're right. I see.
The other real thing is that people don't really understand that that's a stark and dark reminder of actually what happened, of the fact that Dad walked away, left Mum and I. That was a point of complete change and complete disruption and complete darkness and sadness. I mean, I was only 3, but I recognized something was up.
Okay, so what I want to point out in regard to that comment isn't in relation to the first part, of course, where he says if you hear the song so many times, you would just get completely tired of it. We all have songs like that we know are good, that we probably once loved, but we've just heard too many times. And no matter how great the song is, you can actually just burn out on it. And that has to be the case in a situation where such a famous song is dedicated to a person who is themselves a celebrity. And what he says about friends and relatives sending him renditions of the song, I totally understand why you would get tired of it. Now, the second part, he's saying it reminds him of a very dark time. So this would almost have the opposite impact of what Paul McCartney intended in writing the song. He wrote the song to try to help pull Julian up out of the darkness, and instead the song ends up reminding Julian of the dark time, even though, as he says, he was only 3 years old. My comment on this is that it really shows the complexity of art and creativity and what it means to be an artist, because you can have a certain intention as an artist and you can create a truly brilliant statement, but you can never fully foresee how that work is going to impact people, both in your personal sphere and in the public sphere. So while the song had the impact of uplifting the general public, it's having an overall 50-50 impact on the person for whom it was intended to heal. So what I want to ask you to do is put yourself in Julian Lennon's position. Do you sympathize with his perspective and what he says here, or would you just simply be honored and blown away every day that the Beatles had recorded such a legendary track for you? This is what I think, but what really matters is what you think. So if you have an idea about this or any other topic, connect classic or contemporary music, please drop it in the section below, and remember to like and subscribe. So check out the join button that's available now. If you become a channel member, you'll gain access to members-only badges, polls, videos, and other cool perks you'll see when you click on the button. You can also help out the channel by clicking on the Buy Me a Coffee link, going to the Buy Me a Coffee site, and leaving a donation. Every little bit helps this channel stay strong. Thanks a lot.